am Precious Kate Medel, and today I will be discussing Bloom's taxonomy. This concept helps teachers understand the different level of learning, from remembering and understanding to applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. It serves as a guide to help students develop higher order thinking skills and improve how they learn. So the mind is not a vessel to be filled but a fire to be ignited. So in education is not limited to memorization. It also involves sparking curiosity and creativity to promote deeper learning beyond facts. So effective education encourages students to ask questions, explore new ideas, and develop critical thinking skills. Teachers, mentors, and life experiences play an important role in inspiring continuous learning and discovery rather than simply providing an answer. So, example sa school, hindi lang dapat tayo nagme-memorize ng formula. Mahalaga rin na naiintindihan natin kung paano ito gumagana at bakit ito mahalaga sa totoong buhay. So, in life naman, hindi enough na tumanggap lang tayo ng information. Kailangan din natin maging motivated na gamitin ang kaalaman natin o gumawa ng tamang desisyon at maging inspirasyon sa iba. So, Bloom's taxonomy history in 1956, Benjamin Bloom headed a group of educational psychologists who developed a classification of level of intellectual behavior important in learning. So, noong 1956, binuo ni Benjamin Bloom at ng kanyang grupo ang Bloom's taxonomy. So, ang Bloom's taxonomy kasi is isa siyang classification ng iba't ibang level ng pag-iisip. So, ang purpose ito ay para ipakita na ang learning hindi lang about memorizing facts. Mas mahalaga din yung higher levels of thinking like analyzing, evaluating, and creating. Kasi doon tayo mas natututo ng malalim at mas nagiging creative. So, the research showed that 95% of the test question required students to think only at the lowest level to recall information. So, yung research noon, nagpakita na 95% ng test question ay nasa lowest level lang kasi puro recall or pag-alala lang ng facts. So, ibig sabihin, hindi masyado na-detest yung higher thinking skill ng mga student kasi nga puro recall or pag-alala lang. So, ang focus lang is yung naaalala lang ng students. So, this is the original Bloom's taxonomy. Evaluation, synthesis, analysis, application, comprehension, and knowledge. So, Bloom's taxonomy has 6 levels. Una, knowledge, memorizing. Next, comprehension, understanding. Then, application, ginagamit mo sa real life. Fourth, analysis, breaking ideas apart. So, fifth is synthesis, creating something new. And finally, evaluation, deciding or judging. So, the higher you go, mas malalim yung pag-iisip. So, this table explains the 6 levels in detail. It shows what each level means and what kind of action or keywords are usually connected with it. So, first is knowledge. Recall information, identify, describe. So, example is remembering the names of planet. So, comprehension, understanding the meaning, paraphrase a concept, summarize, convert, defend, paraphrase, interpret, and give example. So, example ito is explaining a lesson in your own words. Application, use the information or concept in a new situation. Build, make, construct, model, predict, prepare. So, example is using a math formula to solve a real-life problem. Analysis, break information or concept into part to understand it more fully. Compare, contrast, break down, distinguish, select, separate. So, example is comparing two characters in a story. So, synthesis, put ideas together to form something new. Categorize, generalize, reconstruct. So, example is writing your own poem or designing a project. So, evaluation, make judgment about value. Appraise, critique, judge, justify, argue, support. So, example is writing a review of a movie or debating an issue. So, need for revision. The world is a different place. Educators have learned a great deal more about how students learn and teacher teach. Teaching and learning encompasses more than just thinking. So, sa tingin nyo, bakit kailangan i-revise ang Bloom's Taxonomy? So, kailangan i-revise ang Bloom's Taxonomy kasi iba na ang mundo ngayon, diba? Mas modern na. So, nalaman din ng mga guro kung paano talaga natututo ang mga students. At higit sa lahat, ang pagkatuto ay hindi lang pag-iisip, kundi kasama rin ang creating, doing, and even yung emotional aspect. Kaya ni-revise siya para mas fit sa 21st century learners. Kasi kailangan na ng mas practical at modern skill. Hindi enough yung ma-memorize lang ng students. So, dapat marunong din mag-analyze, mag-create, at mag-apply ng knowledge sa real life ang isang student. So, example, dati sa school, diba, tatanungin lang kung ano ang definition ng photosynthesis. Pero ngayon, mas mahalaga na matanong ang student kung paano ito nangyari, bakit ito importante, at paano ito konektado sa real life problem. So, halimbawa, tulad ng climate change, kaya kailangan talaga ng revised Bloom's economy. So, Manzano, critic of Bloom's Taxonomy 2000. A hierarchical taxonomy implies that each higher skill is composed of the skill beneath it. This is not the true of the cognitive process and Bloom's taxonomy. Nearly all complex learning activities require the use of several different cognitive skills. So, sabi ni Marzano, may problema sa Bloom's taxonomy kasi parang step-by-step process siya. Pero sa totoong learning, minsan pwede ka nang mag-analyze at mag-create kahit hindi dumaan sa lahat ng lower level at madala sa low skill na ang ginagamit. So, strands of Bloom's taxonomy, it has taken the very important topic of thinking and place a structure around it that is usable participant. So, the teachers who keep a list of question prompts encourage higher order thinking skill and their students. So, Bloom's taxonomy is strong kasi it gives us a clear structure of thinking. May level siya na madaling gamitin ng teacher. Na kapag ginamit ito ng teacher can ask better question that push student to higher order thinking like analyzing and evaluating, not just memorizing. So, sa kabuuan, mahalaga pa rin ang Bloom's taxonomy sa modern education. Pinapaalala nito na ang tunay na pagkatuto ay hindi lang tungkol sa pag-memorize ng facts, kundi sa pag-intindi, pag-analyze at pag-create ng mga bagong ideya. Sa tulong nito, nagtulungan ang mga teacher na magturo ng mas makabuluhan at ang mga estudyante na maging handa sa totoong buhay.